Hi, this is Dalene Barton with naturalfertilityinfo.com, and today I wanted to let you know that we are now carrying Ovulation Predictor Kits test strips in our Natural Fertility Shop. What these strips do is they detect luteinizing hormone surge in your urine. Now, a luteinizing hormone surge is going to happen prior to ovulation. So these strips detect that surge, which can help you to determine that you may ovulate. Now, they don't predict ovulation, they just signal that that may happen for you. So to help you time when to have sexual intercourse and try and conceive with your husband or your partner. So, luteinizing hormone surge signals your ovary to produce enzymes, and this signals the most mature follicle to rupture, which is ovulation. So, like I said, this is going to help you determine when that is happening. The first step that you're going to want to take when using these kits is to determine how long your cycle is. And to do that, you are going to count from the first day of your bleeding time until the next day before your next bleeding time. So if you're already charting, you'll already know how long of a cycle you have. If you don't know how long your cycle is, you can just begin testing with these strips on day 11. At naturalfertilityshop.com, under the OPK strip test tab, you'll see in the center of the page there's a tab called Suggested Use, and you're going to want to click on that tab, and it's going to give you complete instructions on how to use this product. It's really great because it also gives you a chart with a series of dates, numbers of cycle lengths. So from 21 to 30, I think, 30 to 38 to 40 days. And that is you're going to look at how many days your cycle length is, and then you're just going to move over a little bit, and it's going to tell you on what day to begin using these tests. So, if you have a 28-day cycle, you're going to begin the testing on day 12. The test is sort of like a pregnancy test, and we also carry a pregnancy test that looks very similar to this in our Natural Fertility Shop. So be really careful that if you purchase both, that you're keeping them separate. The OPK test is greenish, and the pregnancy test is more of a blue. So you're going to want to keep those separated, and be sure that you're just reading the product label, so rapid 1 test. This is the OPK. It doesn't say OPK, but it says LH urine strip on the back, so you're going to really want to keep those separated. With the OPK test, you're going to want to test every day from that start date, from that chart. So if you're starting on day 12, you're just going to keep charting 12, 13, 14, 15, and so on until you get an LH surge. Because of this, we understand that you need to buy multiple tests, and at our Natural Fertility Shop, we provide you with different options, 10 packs to a 50 pack, so that you can stay on top of charting your LH surge. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open the test up. You're going to want to have your urine sample and the test at room temperature, and for this sake I am just using water. You're going to want to grab the green end out, and it's going to come with a little to keep the moisture out, that little pack in there. And then you're going to see a line that says max, and you are going to just want to dip this in and do not pass the max line. And you're going to hold for 3 seconds, which is about right now. And then they suggest that you just lay it down on top of your cup. Now they suggest that you use a cup that is either glass or plastic. You could also use a Dixie cup, something disposable, or you could just have a cup that you're wanting to constantly use. You're going to want to read your results within 5 minutes. You do not want to wait longer than 5 minutes. I don't know if you can see it. The first time I recorded it, it didn't really show up, but right here is where the test is done, and it's so hard to see on this camera, which is a bummer. You can see a little bit better there. But right there is the control line, and there is not another line next to it. It's just clear white. So that shows no LH surge. So I'm sorry that I cannot show you a darker line, but the control line is definitely there. Okay, I realized before that you guys couldn't see this paper too well that I printed off. So these are your test results. You got the control line and the test line. And so the first one is a positive result, and the test line needs to be as dark as your control line or darker, like I said before. Now, if you have the next one shows that the test line is a little bit lighter than the control line, that's a negative result. That does not mean that you're going to ovulate within 24 to 48 hours, but it could signal that you're leading up to an LH surge, so you're still going to want to try to conceive. The next result, no test line, no LH surge. So that's negative. Then you have the last ones over here. If there's no control line, that means that the test is invalid, it's bunk, and you need to throw it away. The page that we talked about under suggested use on the Natural Fertility Shop site, under the OPK test strip, is going to be a really useful tool for you because it also has a question and answer section, which is awesome. So it's going to help you to answer common questions that everybody has about this kind of test, such as, is there much difference between control lines? Once I see a positive result, when should I begin to have intercourse? If I take medications or I drink alcohol, does that affect the test? You know, all of these commonly asked questions are going to be answered on that page, so I definitely suggest reading that. I definitely suggest doing what I did also, checking this out so that you know for sure what is positive and what is not. So you could bookmark this page on your computer. If you have any questions, please write us and we can get those answered for you right away. I definitely recommend that you learn how to chart your cycle when you're doing this. This is kind of part of charting, and if you combine it with BBT, you can almost be more accurate of if you ovulated it or not. So this is going to lead up to ovulation, and then your BBT is going to show a definite temp shift to signal that you did ovulate. So you're going to know if you really ovulated or not, combining those two methods. I definitely recommend joining a charting group or getting like the Fertility Journal ebook, something that you're writing on and marking whatever test results that you got for each day. So, you know, like a little journal, so that you know, begin to figure out the pattern of when you're going to ovulate, when you are ovulating, and not to see, you know, if you have irregular cycles, this might help you to see if there's a pattern or not. I definitely recommend charting. So we have a great charting group at our natural fertility community. They're wonderful and can help you to figure out questions, answers to your questions if you have OPK questions or other questions. So please let us know if you have any questions and if you need support, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.